every summer, me and my son like to go either camping or fishing. We generally go down the Snake River and find a camping spot and, try to catch a couple of fish. Do you have your swim trunks?
I don't know.
Well, let's get your swim trunks together.
Me and my dad have a lot of fun.
Going on a hike, buddy. Yeah, we're going
As we go on picnics or fishing every summer.
We were having a great time. It couldn't have been a better day. The sun was shining. It was about 80 degrees. It was just a perfect day. Came up upon this hill, and down on the other side you come around the corner and there's a beautiful pond and a beautiful crest. We got pretty far up the trail. There wasn't anybody around. Wanted to show my son the old fishing spot my dad had taken me to.
We were walking on a trail taking a big long hike.
It wasn't too late. It was about mid-afternoon, and we had to head back because it was getting a little chilly out. A lot of bugs were biting my son, and we just needed to get back to camp so we could eat. And we wanted to head back before it got dark to our campsite. And that's when I noticed something odd. So my son was having a lot of fun, and he decided to run up ahead on the trail in front of me. He said, "Daddy, look what I see."
I spotted something up in the sky.
I didn't really get a good look at it, but I could tell that it wasn't really anything I had seen in the sky before. It was also making absolutely no noise, which was very weird.
It looked like a plane, but it didn't look like a plane.
I was having a panic attack, and I knew if I panicked, my son would panic, and that wouldn't be good.
It was really scary.
All I could think of to do was to run, and that's what we did. We ran as fast as we could. I picked my son up, and we were gone.
Oh my God!
That day wasn't that fun. Then I saw a big bright light, which almost made me so that I couldn't see.
I was standing under a beam of light.
Next thing I know, I was gone.
It was unexplainable. My son, he wasn't in my arms anymore.
I fell asleep.
I was holding nothing.
Son!
My son was gone.
Son!
I fell asleep because of the beam of light.
I looked to the right. I looked to the left. I couldn't see my son. I was calling for him.
Son!
Give me back my son. Where is my son?
Son!
And just like that, he was gone.
Son!
I was really seeing red.
Son!
I was pissed.
Where's my
Just
son?
then I heard something. Some kind of movement out near the pond. I decided to check it out. Just when I was about to turn back and call 911, one of these things just jumped out of nowhere, and it was standing right in front of me. I've been through a war in Iraq. I served on the PD for 17 years. I'm never scared. Trust me, I'm never scared. This scared me. This gas hits my face. It blinds my frickin' eyes. It let out this high-pitched scream and a weird smell. You know when you got a diaper wide open and a baby just pooped in it? And times that by 12 and add about 4 stink bombs. It was me or them. And I'm gonna sacrifice my life for me and my son. I knew if they got a hold of him, they'd probably dissect his body. I knew they would leave his body in a gutter somewhere and I'd have to identify his teeth. I was looking for anything to beat this thing to hell. So I grabbed this huge log, and this thing just jumps right at me. I struck it once, I struck it twice, I kept striking it, I beat the living crap out of this thing. I felt like Leo Gallagher with a sledge-o-matic smashing his face right open. I only have one problem. They still got my son. I don't know what they were. I don't know what was that? I don't know what they were. I don't know what they were.
I was in a really dark room. There were 4 or 5 doctors in front of me, but they weren't doctors. They looked like lizards, or some kind of creature. I was unable to move. The main doctors wanted to tell me everything was going all right, but I don't think anything was going right. He put a large, sharp needle in my eye. I screamed, but no one could hear me. My dad was gone. I didn't know where he was. Next thing I know, I woke up and it was daytime in a small field.
1 minute we're there, having a great time. A stupid vacation turned into a nightmare. Just then I noticed something over in a field about 20 feet away. And I heard my son. He was crying for me. I went over there and it was my son. He was laying there. Looked like he had some bruises on him. Wasn't really banged up too bad. He had a little bit of a scratch and kind of a lump.
I didn't know what they were, but I know they were gone, and then I was back home. He looked like he almost cried. He was so happy when I came down.
Honestly, I'm very religious. I don't believe in aliens. They're fish monsters.
It was scary, but at least I'm okay.
These people don't want me to fish. They don't want us to have the fish.
I'm not sure if we're ever going back to that same place again.
These fish monsters. They don't want us to catch fish. They don't want us to have good times with our sons.
They put this little chip in my body. I feel like aliens can always talk to me now. The little doctors are always watching over me.
All in all, we had to have a chip removed from his nose, so that wasn't great, but the rest of it was a pretty good vacation. The aliens sucked. It hurt my kid, but it was fun. But it was bad too at the same time. But it was fun.
Next time I'm gonna have a snow cone, but not an alien